Good morning. Let me go full screen first. Wait, what am I doing? Bookmarking this? Hold on a minute. There we go. There we go. Okay, good morning. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Sorry, this was a little bit of an impromptu stream. I did not know if I'd be able to make it this morning, but we're here now, right? Let's dive into the plays. My guy, Zane, 2012, great year, says, holla. Holla. What is up? Good morning. Let's dive into this. All right. We've been getting a lot of questions lately, and I understand we've been moving fast. Things have been changing. New sports have been added. People want to know how to use all the new tools, the new gizmos, the new gadgets. You just got a new toy. You want to unwrap it. You want to play with it. You want to find out what can it do. And I totally get it. Justin Lee, my guy, says, I'm still learning how to use. Listen, Justin, you've come to the right place. And I promise you, I get DMs, emails all day long, every day. And you're not alone. So that's on me. I want to make sure that you guys understand and know how to use all these incredible tools. So thank you for hopping in here, though, because that's the best way to learn while we're live on this screen. Oh, my guy, Zane. I got you, Zane. That's what I thought. That was my first guess. All right. So the board pretty much is going to be very similar to where the app is. By the way, guys, we have WNBA live in the app now. You are going to want to, there's no perfect way, but some of the things you can do if you want to look at, let's say we want to look at hits. What I personally like to do is I like to, for hits specifically, look at guys with good opposing pitcher matchup and guys that are hot, guys that have been hitting the ball well lately. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go last 5 hit rate and move them up. And then maybe start there, right? You've got Xavier Edwards popping up right off the bat. Not a big surprise there. So you can open up this. You can look at his hard hit percentage on the season, his expected batting average. But what I want to look at is I want to look at the opposing expected batting average, which is his matchup against Tanner Bibby, who is the pitcher that he's going up against, right? So if he allows 265, look at you would click it. You don't know if 265 is good, bad, whatever. 265 is good. It favors the over. That's a high number. It's bad for a pitcher, good for the batter. Bam. Look at that. I've done enough research, in my opinion, for a very simple hits market to be like, okay, Xavier Edwards, that's a play. That's a hits play. But because of the odds and everything, we're going to have to parlay it. Now, if you go over here, let's clear these out. Let's add him back in there. Okay, now he's part of my hits parlay for today. I'm going to show you guys how to use all the tools. Literally, I'm going to show you guys how to use everything. Because if you guys don't know how to use all this, then it's no good to you. You can see why he's had a great hit rate over the last 5. You can see where all the demons and the goblins are at on here. If you're on Prizepicks, you can click into his single base hits, that kind of thing. But the confidence score being the top play and a favorable pitcher matchup, bam, done. For hits, done. I don't care. I don't need anything else. I don't need to look at the confidence gap. I don't care. I know I'm not getting a good price on this. I already know that. You know you're not getting a good price with a minus 220, right? You know that if you're going to play hits, you've got to parlay them. You've got to put 2 together, stick with 2, and that's it. So there. You want to know how to use the boards tool for hits? Done. That's all it takes, okay? Now, I would just go through, and basically I'm just going to find a pair for him, right? That's all I would do. Wind blowing out. That's great. How's the opponent pitcher matchup? Also great. Okay. So there's 2 plays. There's your hits parlay right there. I'm going to snip it so I could share it with the Discord, and we're done. That's all it takes, guys. That simple. Okay. So that's the board. Now, obviously it depends. It's market specific. You could go through and everybody has their own things that they like. We got fantasy score in here now. I actually haven't looked at fantasy score on desktop. I've checked it out on mobile. Let's reset the board. I want to look at fantasy score. Yeah, we're not going to have confidence score for fantasy score yet, which is okay. Let me look at Xavier Edwards. Did he have fantasy score? We do. There we go. Okay, so fantasy score is coming in right. I just need to get some more of the the data here for it, but don't hate it at all. Okay. So like, let's say we want to look at let's do a pitcher market, right? Pitcher strikeouts. Pitcher is a bad example because I actually probably would use the strikeout tool for that. Let's look at hits allowed. You've got two players on the over, okay? One of them is basically 50-50 at 50%. So if I want to look at this, you want to know, how do I find a play? Okay, wind blowing out. Okay, what does wind blowing out tell me for pitchers? Well, wind blowing out for pitcher hits allowed means that he could give up a home run or two. Now, each home run's only worth one hit, so it's not like it's not like earned runs or something where a home run could really put me over in one shot. So hits allowed, I want multiple guys hitting the ball. This is a home run friendly park, so maybe for Kyle Bradish, he's confirmed the starter. Maybe I'd go earned runs for him. Maybe I could take a look at earned runs. Let's open him up over here. And let's take a look at his earned runs. Yeah, so maybe for him, with the wind blowing out, I go earned runs. But that's only one side of the equation, right? So I want to look at, how is the opposing matchup. The opponent team that he's going up against, the opposing team is batting .247, just slightly above average. That's not bad. I mean, we could look at, let's see, what do they have here? Contact percentage. Yes, I mean, we could look at a contact percentage, basically league average, just below league average for hard hit percentage. This one's pretty low. So Cam Schuttler, I mean, you've got some guys on Washington that could really hit the ball. This is for the player, the pitcher, his pitcher ability, his expected batting average. I don't really like the two overs today. So maybe I'd be more interested in earned runs. Now, Nick Lodolo. No, that wasn't the one I saw. Where's the first one? Let's actually just open up the ones I want to look at. Let's look at this. 1.5 for Yuri Perez going up against Cleveland. The team he's going up against, their ops, basically very poor. How about Freeland? Better ops, better weighted runs created, above average in both, 18 miles an hour blowing out. So this could be a decent play right here. Kyle Freeland. So this is how I would use it to find plays. Holy smokes. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good play. And I bet you, I don't know if it moves because that'd be going pretty high here, but you could play as Demon. Do we have a 3.5 Demon? Yeah, you could play as Demon at 3.5, actually. Is not a bad idea. Demon at 3.5 could be interesting, guys. Look at how many times he's gone above 3.5 here. 60% of the last 10, 56% of the last 20 still, 56% on the season even. So just an idea. Just an idea. Just an idea. Okay, so that's how I would use the board tab, right? That's how you're starting off with the board tab. Let's go right over to the edge tab. The beautiful edge tab. Let's see, is that working? I don't know if that's working yet for it. Let me write that down. Nerfy. Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll write them all. I'll write them up after. Okay. Okay, so we've added a couple of things. This is the normal tab, right? This is player props. This is what we're normally going to do. We go over to player prop. Let's go over to, why is the hits market so empty? What is going on here? Where are all our odds? Well, there you go, I guess. I guess we got more coming through. Novig, is it just too early? What time are these games? What are these games? 2:11? Bros, get on it. How about hits, runs, and RBIs? Well, that's better. Hits, runs, and RBIs. Okay, so let's take a look here. We've got some lines on FanDuel. Do we have any sharp value plays? We have 3 sharp value plays, all on BetMGM. What is these for here? Oh, it's the under. This one's for the over, I think, right? Yeah, plus 125. Jeez. Kobe Mayo is 1.5 on FanDuel at a -110. You're getting it the same play at a +125. And this is on the under here. So you see it lights up red. It lights up around it for the sharp. The sharp is just a flag. Look at that. Jacob Young under 0.5 hits, runs, and RBIs +125 here is big value when you're getting a minus. Well, you're getting a +104 on Caesars. You're getting a -105 on Bovada, -110 on Fliff. Okay, so we've got some options out there. Those are sharp plays. Let's look at EV plays for hits, runs, and RBIs. Okay, you've got one here on the under. You've got another one here on the under. You've got a sharp one. This is the one we were looking at for Jacob Young was one of them. Okay. You've got a plus odds over here for Kobe Mayo. Yeah, that's the one we looked at, right, on BetMGM. Let's see what sharp plays do we have here. Oh, the same ones. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. So two of the sharp plays are also plus EV. So if you have, if you want to configure your books here, you can go in, dabble better. We have Sleeper on here now. Let me pull out some. Let me remove. Caesars doesn't seem to have hardly anything coming through. Let's remove out Bovada. Oh, we've got all these ones over here. Let's remove out Underdog. Let's remove out. No, I want Prizepicks on this screen, but I don't necessarily need Pinnacle. Let's remove Pinnacle. There we go. There's Sleeper. There's Prizepicks. Now, Prizepicks should have some demons and goblins on here. Yeah? Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, so they are coming through. The hits, runs, and RBIs doesn't seem to have as many. I bet you the hits market has a bunch of demons and goblins, right? Yeah, there's some goblins. Goblin. I want to make sure I didn't lose. Oh, you know what? I'm mixing it up. There's less over here, which is fine. These are supposed to match up to the other ones. The optimizer tab, yeah, there we go. So there's a demon that's already bumped. All right, we'll look at that next. So right here, I'm not going to, I'm going to leave Prizepicks and them alone. I'm going to keep them on their tab where they're supposed to be, where they belong. And we're just going to see if we can't find. So we got hit confidence score. There's not a lot of plus EV value here. I mean, there's a decent amount for the under, but I don't know if you're going to play under a hit. I mean, I know the confidence score has been doing really well on it. I just haven't really dove into playing these guys to not get a hit. Like Riley Green not to get a hit is a plus 150. That's a plus EV play, but I don't know if I'm going to be playing it. Underdog, I got you. So you could, let's remove out Prizepicks then. Let's remove out Prizepicks. Let's remove out Sleeper. Let's put Underdog here. Look, you could even throw it right up here. You'll see where all the lines are in the matches. So basically what you want to do then, Justin, here's how I would use it if I was you. I wish I had more coffee. I ran out of coffee today. Empty. This is what I would do. Try to find plays that are juiced on FanDuel, -220. And there's a better tab for this, so I'll show you in a minute, that are also available on Underdog. So right there, a -220 that the confidence score likes, right? One of the top confidence score plays at 61%. Okay? One of the top 3 plays on the board, Brandon Marsh to get a hit, is a -220 on FanDuel, which is arguably the sharpest book. Where is the sharp right here? The sharp book is like Kelshi, Novig, that kind of thing, the prediction markets. -174 here, so still good. And play it over here on Underdog. And we've got a tab for you. If you're on Underdog, now Prizepicks, this is where we've got all the demons and goblins and stuff, right? This is fun. You can look at just demons, just goblins, that kind of stuff. All right, so Prizepicks, with the demons and goblins, people love that stuff. But if you want to just go over to Underdog, just click into Underdog, and all you're going to do on this tab is you could do a couple of things, actually. You could sort by value, okay? all these value plays, as long as this line, 14.5, yeah, it matches up. This is already bumping. Yes, this is a phenomenal play. Justin, tell me you're still here, my friend. This right here would be a play I would take. I need nothing else. Tell you why, a couple of reasons. 14.5 for pitcher outs is a sweet spot. We want anything below a full inning, 14.5, okay? 17.5. Those are the sweet spots. 18.5, you take the under potentially. Those are really good sweet spots. All right, that's where I like to attack. So right here, look at this. A minus 150 on FanDuel. Very juiced. You're getting the same odds for Yoshi right there. Look at that's a play too. So I'm going to take these out and I'm just going to build you. So that's an underdog slip right there that you can build. Okay. I don't want to lose them. I'm just going to add them. Okay, now here's another play for you. Griffin Jacks, underdog. Here you go. That's it. Like literally, it's that easy. Anytime you can get FanDuel in here, anytime you can get FanDuel at a minus 184, bam, smash that one. Right? Where's FanDuel? I want to make sure that this is pulling it right. Well, it actually must just be in that column right there. Let me make sure. Logan Gilbert, FanDuel, minus 184. Logan Gilbert, what market was that? Logan Gilbert, pitcher, strikeouts. It's right in here, right? There it is. Logan Gilbert, pitcher, strikeouts. Was it under or an over? Over. Why do I not have Logan Gilbert, pitcher, strikeouts, 5? Let me see. Okay. Let me look. I'm not sure why Logan isn't showing up there, but maybe it's me. There's Logan Gilbert, 5.5. What's his odds on FanDuel? So I'm looking for that. Unless it's bumped a little. Let's see. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, it's already moved? Look at this. FanDuel. No, I want FanDuel on there. This, let's see, player. The okay. I want to look. So FanDuel. So is FanDuel at 5.5? Let me see here. Okay. Well, FanDuel, I don't know if FanDuel started or moved or if we missed it. Yeah, see, it's got, FanDuel at line 5.5 at a minus 184. Let's keep going. Let me see if another one is there. Okay, FanDuel for Nico Herner. I want to see FanDuel hits, runs, and RBIs. Nico, what was Nico's confidence score at 58? That'll be a quicker way to find him. Nico, let's look at FanDuel. FanDuel, what was like a minus 155 roughly? Yeah, minus 155. Okay. All right, so minus 155 right there for FanDuel. So super juiced for Nico to go over. He would be another one that I would just add into it as a great play here. Let's see. Okay, I want to find what I got. 5-man? 5-man's good for Prizepicks, right? Let's see. This could be a 5-man right here. Justin. Perfect. I'm going to share that. And I'm going to take out the 2 hitters. Okay, let me find you a couple more, okay? I got you, Justin. I'm going to find you. Yeah, see, Andres Jimenez at a minus 200 on a 0.5. Yeah. A lot of hits, runs, and RBIs are coming in solid. Where was that other minus 200? Hits, you could do that. We could do hits. That's not a problem. Yeah, you could do hits and stuff. That's what I would do. So something like that. It literally can be that simple, truthfully. Nathan Luke's, what's his opposing pitcher matchup? Oh, yeah, it's not bad either, guys. I'm telling you, I mean, it's not hard once you know how to use the tools, right? Like once you see and know how to use them. So that's all I would do if you're looking for it. You want to find plays, since you're playing on a platform that's going to force you to parlay, you want to find plays that are high odds on FanDuel and other books. So like consensus being a minus 170. That's another good one. FanDuel at a minus 240. Great. You want to find plays where the consensus is high. Look at, let me see. Why? It's not letting me. All right, hold on. I got to tweak that because I want census. Channel. Okay, that's supposed to do highest to lowest right there for us, but it's not right now, which is unfortunate because that's exactly what I want it to do. Okay. And best. Okay, and I've got you. Okay. All right, let me see. So this should work. So this is broken right now, which is my mistake. I want to fix that. But basically what it'll do is it'll put consensus right at the top. So for now, just take our wheel and let's just move it all the way down. And here's the consensus. So now it's sorting the way it's supposed to. These are all guys with high juiced odds, right? So you could just go through like that. And I'm just looking for any market that's not just hits. There you go. Pitcher walks. Consensus minus 173, but it's only for a few books. So that's kind of a weak one right there. When you see this, a lot of empty books, I would just skip it. I would just skip that. So we got hits, pitcher outs. Here you go. Like I said, that Griffin Jacks play is a great play. Okay, let me take a look, Justin. Hold on, I got you. Give me 1 second. Still learning your system. What is the minimum confidence score you would recommend using if targeting singles, not parlays? So first off, you're already on the right path by targeting singles, not parlays. That's the way to go, Kevin. Absolutely. The minimum confidence score really is, it's not the easiest answer in the sense that like it's kind of market by market. So let me see. Do I have an open tab? No, I'll go back here. It's kind of market dependent. So the way to do it is say, okay, what's the top end of the hits market today? 66. So you could see very quickly by looking at this that anything in the 60s are like the higher plays, right? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not just in hits. So anything in the 60s are higher plays. So there's no minimum necessarily. I'm looking at confidence score. And then, like I said, I'm just looking at, two other factors, especially for hits, guys. You don't have to look at a lot of other things. Look at soft right here. These little soft markers are telling you that the pitcher they're going against is allowing a lot of hits. Look at, they're giving up an expected batting average of 268. This one's 299, Kyle Freeland. So right there, bam, that's a play. Everybody got these? I'm going to take some of these out right now. I love this Griffin play and I love the Yoshi play. So I might leave those in there. but like Devers for a hit. Easy. Like, look at the matchup he's got. Soft, 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 soft. So minimum confidence score is just try to stay the highest up on the board you can. But it doesn't mean that this confidence score down here at 60, even though you're way down, or 58 is a bad play. Like, I would look at this, I'd say, okay, JT Real Moto. Okay, 57 confidence score, still higher, not terrible. Tough matchup, skip it. There's too many other good things on the board. There's too many other good plays on the board. Look at the matchup. Bad expected batting average, right? Good. It doesn't mean he won't hit either, guys, by the way. For JT, it doesn't mean he's even not going to hit. But there's better plays on the board. And that's essentially what I'm trying to get you guys to do, to see that there are just better plays. So there's no minimum. Sorry, let me make sure I've fully gone over your question, though, real quick. So hits, runs, and RBIs now. Let's go over to there. Just to give you 2 examples, so it's not just one example. The top play on the board is 60, okay? So for the day right now, that gives you your cap. So that means a play at 40 might be better. You're still in the top 2/3-ish of the board. So that's still not a bad play. So even though it's below 50%, it still might not be a bad play if you've got a soft matchup, right? If you've got a couple of other factors going into it. Who is that team with the massive wind blowing out today? There was one of those teams with 18-mile-an-hour blowing out winds. That could help. I mean, that could change a 48 confidence score to being a play that I would be comfortable taking. So the confidence score is like your guiding light. You could absolutely, I have people all the time tag me that, like, I had no time, jumped on, used the confidence score, won. Right? Look at this Kyle Tucker, this LA Dodgers game. 6.5 implied runs right on the board here. Busy schedule, I think it stands for, which I don't know. I don't know why it's cut off. Implied runs, 4.5, 6.5, 5.5. That's great for the hits, runs, and RBIs market. So basically, just pair that with the confidence score. One other data point if you want, or if you're short on time, just go with the top play. Look at soft matchup, top play, Jimenez, done. Done, ship it. Okay. Now you could glance, you could be like, okay, is this guy hot lately? He's been only at 40% hit rate. Nolan Arenado has a tough matchup here, 80%. You got to weigh those things out. Look at only 2.5 implied runs for the team, though. If this guy's getting hits, if his teammates getting hits and on base, and he's got to drive in some RBIs, but the team's only projected to score 2.5 points, you might skip it. You know what I mean? PCA, always a good bet. 5.1 implied total here for that team. Same thing with Nico, obviously. That's why he's up here too. All right, so hopefully that helps you. Whose question was that? Kevin? My guy, Kevin. Did you get that, my friend? I want to make sure you saw that. Kevin, if you could do me a favor, drop a message in the chat to let me know you saw that and you got it. And if you need me to elaborate more, totally can. I mean, we've got this lean under, strong under, guys. Like, this just aggregates the data for you. This just takes all this data. Look at this. PCA, strong over. Casey Schmidt, strong over. Both high plays. Hey, I got you, Kevin. Appreciate it, buddy. Was that helpful, Kevin? Do you need more? Like, just look at the flags. These little flags are here to fast track your research so you don't even have to get into the numbers and click around. The numbers are there if you want to truly, like, dive in and try to find that edge. But I also wanted to make this in a way that it's like, okay, I don't have a ton of time to look at every single data point like this. So I'm just going to be like, oh, strong over, green, 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 green. No, not that green there, but like green, 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 green. Okay, good. Go. Over. Confidence score likes it. 59%. It's right up at the top. Green, 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 green. How about that? Let's do this. All right, I've got a bunch of bets already. You know, I'm just going to clear them. I'm going to look at this. I'm going to play this too with you guys today. Hits, runs, and RBIs. I wonder if he actually gets confirmed in the starting lineup. A lot of times these guys at 0.5 don't end up making it into the starting lineup, but we've got a soft matchup. So let's do this. Let's do him. Let's do, the only thing turning me off from Casey Schmidt is that, but I'm kind of interested in just I'm really debating on him. PCA, I think I'm not debating on. Was there another? All right, we'll just go Casey Schmidt. There you go. How about that for a little 3-man hits, runs, and RBIs parlay? Okay, I'm throwing those in chat. Let me get a drink of water. I've been going nonstop for the last 30 minutes. I needed that water break. My throat was parched. Oof. Okay. Fernando Tatis Jr. and Bo Bichette are great odds from what I'm seeing in the app. Let me take a look, and then we're going to move on to some other tabs for you guys. Fernando odds. All right, I got to refresh. Let's pull a little refresh. Boop. I think it automatically does it every so often, but I turned it off though, like because it was clearing out clearing out my progress. All right, Fernando. Let's see. So there's his hits, runs, and RBIs. Just below 50%. So red, doesn't necessarily mean that it's not a good play. 40% hit rate over his last 5. I mean, so the hits is probably pretty solid. It looks like we've got a high hit rate on this play for our AI algorithm. 66% for a hit is pretty high, but he does have a tough matchup. His opponent expecting batting average of the pitcher he's going up against, the Savage, is only 195. So honestly, Tatis Jr. So picking 30, talk to me about what you saw that made you like this. Now, the confidence score is high. So if you want to take it for a hit, all this stuff, yes, it matters. The guy's hot. I don't think it's something you shouldn't play. I mean, 72% hit rate on a line on a season is kind of crazy. I will say this. I think there might be better plays on the board potentially. Soft guys that are equally as hot with soft matchups. How about that? Does that make sense? Again, hits, not bad at all. Hits, runs, and RBIs is where knowing that they're going up against a tough pitcher, this is where I might, it's down here. I might take pause. He's a better than average pitcher. And look at the data to tell you that is right there. Red, click into it. Oh, that's just below average. This was bad. And this was just below average, right? Oh, no, this is bad too. The only reason it doesn't light up red is because it's a supporting stat. So I think there just might be better plays if you were going to look at a hits, runs, and RBIs play. But for a hits perspective, yes. So if that's what you saw, then I totally get it. And who was the other guy? Let me look up Bo Bichette for you. And Justin said, would I take Jacoby pitching outs over? What was it? Was it pitching outs? Oh, Yamamoto. Yamamoto over 5.5 pitcher strikeouts is what I would take. And Griffin Jax pitching outs, absolutely. Those two plays, absolutely. As soon as I get off here, I'm going to hop on a sportsbook and take those two with you guys. Absolutely. You know what? I'll do it right now. My only hope. My only fear is that it ends up bumping. So let me see. I got to get to other stuff. We got to get to some other stuff. I've already got the ladder tool open. If you guys don't mind, I'm just going to pull it up over here for a minute and leave it up for a second. I want to be a DGen with you guys and place this bet, but I also don't want to slow down the stream to where you guys are bored just watching me place bets. So I'm going to balance that. But I think this Griffin Jax, I think this is, what did I win last night? My account is up. Oh, yeah, Spain and Miami Marlins. Plus 1.5. Nice. It was a plus 134. Spain to win in regulation was a good one. All right, Griffin Jax. Griffin Jax. I got to get this one in before his outs bumps. It's already bumped on DraftKings. Sugar. See, this is what I knew this was going to happen. I knew this was going to happen. Just want to be a degenerate with my friends. Where else are you? 14.5. Yup. See, DraftKings 15.5. Son of a biscuit. Do I have any of these? I have Caesars. Oh, and BetMGM, super juiced. Goodness gracious. See, guys, if I want this in, I got to get this in with you guys now. Are you guys okay if I get this in with you? If we degen together? If not, I don't care. I'd much rather help you guys out than get my own bets in, which is why I've told you guys many times, I very frequently don't get all the bets in that I find on stream that I love. Very frustrating, but I'm happy when they hit for everybody else. There we go. 14.5. And Yoshi, please tell me it's 5.5 over here. Yes. Okay. Plus 144 for me. I'm sure I could get better odds somewhere else, but there. Is there anything personal on here? There you go. I'm in with you guys. I'm in. Let's follow it on the screen too, because I want to make sure I talk about this when we cash. Okay. Thank you guys for allowing me to do that. Let's look at, guys, keep the questions coming, by the way, please. I need them like I need air. How much would I put on it? All right, so you're parlaying now, all right? So I personally don't put parlays over a unit. Two man parlays or whatever are I'd consider it for a unit. That's what I put. I put a unit on it, but I also don't hate if you did half a unit just because it's a parlay. I got it for a plus 144. You said you're on underdog. So I'd have to, I don't have underdog. I'm not as familiar with all their multipliers at times. So I'd have to see if you're getting it at a better equivalent or a worse equivalent than what I did. If you can get it at a better equivalent than a 144, you could definitely do a unit. I wouldn't go any more than that though, because you got two guys that separately have a 65, 70% chance of hitting. But when you put them together, you're dropping down to 52% or something. What is that math? Let me, give me 1 second here. I just want to do some quick math, and I haven't had enough coffee to ChatGPT work. Oh, that's cool. Got you guys. Hold on 1 second. Watch this. I don't know if you guys have ever done this, but this is very interesting to me. Okay. Watch this. Is 100 your, Justin, is 100 your unit? If 100's your unit, then that's fine. Okay, watch this. Ready? Watch this. This is wild. 2.69. Let me see. Got you. Hold on. Our best friend. Okay, so ready? You take two plays. Two of these guys to get a hit right now. You put two of them together. Right now, each one has a percentage likelihood of success or an implied probability of success at 65%, each one of these. That's what this is right here, 65, 65. That means out of 100 simulations, this guy would get a hit 65 times out of 100. Okay? 65%, if you put the two of those together, do you know how much your percentage of probability of success drops to? So each play individually, 65% that each one happens. But if you put them together, so what is the implied probability or what's the probability that both happen? Guys, you have to understand this math if you're going to be a successful bettor. And you don't have to know it off the top of your head exactly, but you have to understand how it works. Do you know what that drops to? 42.25%. So now you've gone from above 50%, more than likely that it happens, to potentially less than likely. So you just have to understand that. A 2.69 multiplier is odds of 169, plus 169. So that's good. That's better than I got. I got it at plus 144. But, I'm live on stream with you guys. I don't have time to odds shop right now. So that's pretty good. If I want it, Justin, whatever your unit is, put a unit or less on it. Don't put more than a unit on it. My guy Justin out here is about to, yeah, I mean, the only reason for pause is the team doesn't strike out a ton. But in his head-to-head, a small sample size. I'm just saying, Let's see. DK started. Can I open? I know I can open this up. How do I expand? There we go. DraftKings moved first. 6.5. ESPN at 4.5. Interesting. These are some weird line movement right now. FanDuel stayed pretty consistent. Look at this. So the money's on the under, just so you know. So keep an eye on it. Just put one on it. I mean, oh wait, what is this? Oh, the head-to-head didn't grab. Oh, that's the Angels. That's why. I was looking at their symbol. I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You know what we could do? We could also look at what's his hits allowed at. His hits allowed are set at 4.5, juiced slightly to the over. More than slightly over to the over. He gave up 5 hits in the last one. Biggest mover, DraftKings. Moving down. I love this. I love this information being on here. Oops, well, I lost it. Okay, well, that's good enough for Yamoto. Just do 100. Do 100, Justin. You big baller. Unless, listen, do a unit. How about that? Whatever your unit is. I don't know what your units are. Okay. Oh, now we're popping off. Wow, pitcher strike. Oh, they're on the move. Those just moved. You guys see that pop up? That was pretty cool. I love this page. This page feels like I'm trading the Dow Jones. Player props. Okay, we didn't even get into these. All right, we got nerfies on here. We've got money lines. We've got all the stuff. DraftKings not having odds is kind of crazy. Why we're not getting enough nerfy odds? Oh, well, underdog's not going to be on here. Okay. All right. So we've got these. So we've got some nerfies. You can click into this. It'll tell you how the pitcher has done, Milwaukee bats. It's got all the information in here. Look at clean first. So that was a nerfie. Then a couple of Yerfies right in here, 3 in a row. You know, so there's who's on the mound. There's the odds and everything. So I'm going to be refining this a little bit more, but I got this in here for you guys to use because I know people want the nerfies. So the best nerfie on the board, I would say, I want to say it was three nerfy streak, 1 nerfy streak. All I got to see is it reading left to right. The nerfy. Okay. So this could be an interesting one. It says lean Yerfie. This one is neutral. No streak right now. Both teams from Milwaukee and Pitt. So maybe, where was that one? Maybe Seattle and Tampa? Or Cleveland and Miami? 1 nerfie, no nerfies. I don't know, maybe just parlay the two together for like a quarter of a unit or something. Get a little crazy, have some fun. This edge tool is simply incredible. Like, this is one of my favorite tools. The drag and drop thing is great. You can find your plus EV bets if you only want to look for plus EV bets, or you could just go out here to the main tool and just let it fly. Just let it rip. Look, you can see where the lines are differently priced or mispriced, or there's alt lines out here. So Novig's already 4.5 here, but FanDuel's still 3.5. So there might be slacking behind Novig. So I'd be curious to see if Novig or if FanDuel follows suit here. All right, I got to get to the other tabs here. Let's get into some labs tabs real quick. UFC. Let's go to UFC. We got the biggest card, one of the biggest cards on the year. The ladder tool is incredible, guys. If you haven't seen this, play around with it. Like, truly, like if you want to go 6+ strikeouts and just run out a parlay here for some of these guys, like, it's pretty sick. You can click into them. You can see all the books on it. Oh my gosh, guys, this is like dope. Yeah, the app is slightly different, but it does show it. You just have to here, I got you. Give me 1 second here. All right, I'll take care of you. If you guys don't mind, if that's a question people have, I want to make sure I show you. All right, you guys are going to get a little bit of a sneak peek here, okay? Because I'm testing an app version that's different than yours. All right, but that does mean it might have some bugs, so you've been warned ahead of time. Okay, give me 1 second. I got you. Okay. It's going. We're going here. All right. Okay. Right inside the app. Good morning, says PropsBot. Okay, but so if you're talking about like the soft matchup, basically what we have still though is you still have the same thing. Just sort by strong overs for hits, runs, and RBIs. So then it's essentially the same thing. It's going to show you the matchups. Look at, you can see this green right here lighten up. 5's bad. 5.78 is bad. So you've got it right there. So you could scroll. We're adding the expand all button too. So these will already be all open if you want them that way. So like, look at that matchup. All this green. So look, I just found 3 plays already. 1, Pete Alonso. 2, PCA. I mean, my goodness. Nick Lodolo, the opposing pitcher matchup. Look at that. All favors him. So it does have it. It's just slightly different. And, you know, we're working on uniformity and that kind of thing. I mean, there's another one. Look at this. Now, he doesn't have versus the opposing pitcher because he must not have been announced yet, probably. But like, oh, guys, look at, you don't even need to expand it too. Don't forget. I'm sorry. I should have pointed this out. Look at this. 3 of 3 right there. So you don't even have to expand it if you don't want to. 4 of 4 pass. 6 of 9 pass. Just look for the green here. Picking. So that's a great question. This is your answer right here. You could just scroll this tab and look for red or green. Look at, I'm not even going to expand Pete, or who is this? Schmidt. I'm not even going to expand Schmidt. 1 of 3 pass, 1 of 3 pass, couple of red, 3 of 3 versus the opposing starting pitcher, 5 of 9 yellow, but strong overs. Look at this, guys. You could do this just by scanning quick. Freddie Freeman, tough opponent pitcher matchup. Tougher, let's say that. How about that? Average, nothing's big green. So you could pick him if you want to look into it a little bit deeper, or you can just keep scrolling and just look for guys with the greens. All greens. Look at that. Green. Game environment. That's nothing I would worry about right there either. 4.4 is just average. That's why. So, like, look at that, guys. Look at how many plays I just found. 2 seconds. What do I got? I mean, here's my track record, guys. Here's my week. Oof. I had a bad day yesterday. See, guys, what I tell you, those 14.5 plays. Oh, Grayson Rodriguez. How many did he end with? Oh, he ended with 1. Oh, terrible. I put a bunch on that one. Look at that. Big bummer. Oh, wait, no. Oh, he was minus 2.5 under the line. That's what it is. So he was minus 0.5 on the line for the walks. So he ended with 1 walk. He needed 2. And he needed 5.5 strikeouts. He ended with 3. So he was 2.5 under the line. Yeah, it's a bad day. But let's zoom out. We're having a good week. Let's look at the month and zoom out even more. Yeah. Perfect. Yesterday was my worst day. No, second worst day. Couple of big days, couple of down days, all good. Sports betting, am I right? So picking, how does that work? Does that help you? Before I take this away entirely, does that answer your question? Does that help you better understand? Guys, we have so many things to get to. we're gonna have to speed run through some of this stuff. Strikeout Lab, Home Run Lab, KBO's on break right now. MLB's obviously, or NBA's on break, obviously. We have the golf intelligence tool. We've got Wimbledon. We've got World Cup, guys. People are messaging me saying we don't have World Cup. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I'm like, maybe I'm just not doing a good enough job. Maybe I'm just not doing a good enough job of letting people know that we have it. But right here, you've got England being the big favorite, as they were as Norway was the last round, an underdog. You've got their recent matchup, their goals per game, their stats, their score, basically like a FIFA metric. Picking, does that answer your question, my friend? You got to let me know. Let me know in the chat. Hopefully you saw that. Let's go up to our boy Erling Haaland. I mean, my goodness, if you're not, him and Kane. There you go. Anytime goal. Plus 115 on Bovada. I mean, we've got World Cup. Unless this isn't the World Cup going on today. Just kidding. Picking, does that answer your question, my friend? World Cup, UFC. I'm not going to get to everything. Not going to get to everything. Max Holloway's a minus 240 now. I think you got to go against the grain here. The money's starting to move towards Conor McGregor. I saw that, all right? The money's starting to move to McGregor. People are saying that McGregor's going to knock him out early. Not saying that's not going to happen. It's hard to trust the guy who's fought 3 times in the last 10 years. I mean, I think the sharp bet, I think the smarter bet is to take Holloway in a knockout or decision. But I just don't know if I see McGregor going the decision. I mean, McGregor's average round, where's his cardio? Yeah, McGregor, let's see. Max Holloway is far more tested, reached round 3+ in 89% of his fights, 17% deep water experience, not a measured gas leak. I want to say I saw something I thought we had. Oh, yeah, look at average fight time for McGregor is 7 minutes, 12 seconds. If this fight goes long, does McGregor have the endurance? Like, does he have the endurance? Does he have the cardio for it? JD, what's up, buddy? Hold on. I'm trying to think of how to answer this. Hold on one second. I'm trying to see. Yeah, see, we didn't do NFL. Well, how about this? So I don't have NFL in here. I mean, guys, you know what? This is MLB on the season. This is the top 5 MLB on the season. You know what? Here, I have a better thing. Just go here, guys. I'm not going to do it now. But you could poke around on the historic dashboard for PropsBot and look at sport by sport, market by market. You could tweak the odds and everything and just go in and look at performance. I mean, there's the performance for NFL for the AI signals. There's NBA. It's loading. There's MLB. So the high, you can see right now. So the win rate is great for MLB. The high ROI plays are 16.4, whereas high ROI for NBA, I think, was much higher, right? 20 something, 25.9. It's got full sample sizes in here. NHL. And there's NFL. I'll go back to NFL. Yeah, there's the NFL samples. Obviously, smaller sample size, less games. The line is nuts was actually negative for NFL. So we'll be obviously working on that before we get to the season. But check out the high ROI plays. 26.1% is insane. And then you could go by recents. You could go market by market and see how it did. You could look at actuals. Look at this, guys. Anytime touchdowns and stuff. You could literally start diving in. Oh, this was the Super Bowl. Prior day. I don't know if you can change. I can't remember if there's a better way to do it. There's the ROI of the different markets. So you could just see this, Bass, of like if you want to look at just the confidence score, you could go in. NBA was our worst sport. I'll say that. I do remember NBA was the worst sport. But look at, top 3 ROIs, 18.7%. For points, it's 13.8%. NBA is our toughest sport. So I would say it probably goes either MLB or NFL, then the other one, then NBA, or then NHL. Actually, NHL was probably top 2 as well. So it goes basically NBA is the last, and the other 3 I would put kind of tied. Hey, I appreciate it. JD Bass, have you been here for the whole stream? If not, my friend, go back and check it out. Yeah, Rory's crushing it. But fade, yeah, it's overpriced. That's why. That makes sense. I mean, I'm not surprised. Tom Kim's playing great. Minwoo Lee. This is all updated, obviously, because these guys are playing right now. There's the live leaderboard. Oh, Jordan Smith's -9. Tom Kim -9. Yeah, we got the live leaderboard, all that stuff. So we've got golf, guys. We've got the home run labs tool. I'm not going to get to everything. You could sort by wind. You could sort by hard hits over the last 7 games. So maybe this is your parlay right here with some wind blowing out for these 3 guys. I might just put these guys in the DGen channel. Put those in there. You could sort by like their bat speed just by finding, elite bat speed guys. How about a couple of these guys here? There, I'm just throwing a couple in the chat. All right. So yeah, we've got esports too. Esports has been killing it. Let me do esports real fast. Esport, like I don't know anything about esports, and I've been making a killing on esports. Let's see. Yeah, this is the play I was looking at. Toro, this little under, if you highlight over it, just says he's been cooling off over the last 5, and you'll see his last couple of games have been a little bit down. 26.5 on Prizepicks, 27.5 on underdog. Very interesting. So take it on Prizepicks to the over, and little tool tips and stuff. Over 26.5 kills. Okay, so Toro over 26.5 kills. Easy. Okay. UFC, I'm taking Holloway to win. Do I have odds for the TK? Yeah, I'm taking a knockout. If this fight goes longer, I guess I also feel like if it goes longer, it gives Holloway the advantage because he's got the cardio and the endurance, but he could get knocked out early. So much is going to be interesting to see because it's all on Conor McGregor, and it's going to be interesting to see what kind of shape he's in. The Paddy Pimblett fight is the other one that's exciting for me. I kind of want to take the underdog here in Pimblett. But again, guys, I'm going to be honest with you and say that I'm going to lean into the tools here because I have been more lately getting into UFC, but I'm not like a lifelong UFC person, and I haven't studied it or anything. This is saying likely goes the distance, so take that for what it's worth. Maybe you take Benoit for a decision, that it goes to the end and you just take them for a decision, and you can get some decent odds here on these. I got to add some more odds to these, I think. Oh, look at that. Cool. And we've got, guys, you could just go through and just pick the winners here. Pick the guy with the higher percentage here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got to go. Tennis, we got Wimbledon. Here's value. The value is usually on the underdogs here, I've noticed. So I necessarily don't know how much I'd look at the value. Just take the people that are going to win. 11 a.m. Muchova is going to win, by the way, for the record. So take Muchova. There you go. There's tennis too. We've done it all. We've gotten to it all. All right, guys, I got to get going. We've been live for over an hour. Love y'all. Appreciate you guys. Hey, by the way, guys, all the new people in here, Justin, Kevin, although I think I've seen Kevin, I've seen Picking, Zane, JD Bass. Appreciate you guys. Let me just say thank you guys for hopping in. Thanks for putting your questions in here, because if you guys have that question, there's a good chance that other people do as well. I've got a lot of people asking questions, and these are the easiest way I could answer them for everybody at once, guys. So make sure you guys are tuning into these live streams. Have an awesome day. Hit me up when we win these bets that we've placed. Be smart about your money, guys. Be smart about it, because betting is a roller coaster. Have a great day. Have a blessed Saturday. Enjoy your day. Hopefully it's sunny where you are, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.